Now we have two types of mechanical waves, transverse waves and longitudinal waves. Transverse wave is a wave in which the disturbance is perpendicular to the direction of the wave travel. So if the disturbance was perpendicular to the direction that the wave travel, we call this wave as a transverse wave. Okay, for example, this flag is moving. As you see, this is the direction of the waves that created in this flag. Okay, so since the disturbance perpendicular to the direction of the waves, they are perpendicular. Perpendicular means they created 90-degree angle. Okay, and we know that in waves we have repeating pattern. If the wave is a transverse wave, so we will have repeating pattern of crests and troughs as the rope moves up and down away from its rest position. So if you have a rope and you started to swing your hand, okay, to create waves, so you will see that this rope have crests and troughs, crests and troughs, repeating pattern of crests and troughs as you move your hand, and these crests and troughs will moves up and down away from its rest position. Yeah, so what do we mean of rest position? We know that the wave travels from the hand to, and also if you have this rope and you handle it with the doorknob, okay, and you start to shake your hand up and down, okay, so this is the direction of the movement of your hand, okay, so this is how the waves will be. It will have troughs with the bottom on the bottom and the crest which is in the top, and this is the rest position. What do you mean of the rest position? Is the position when the rope is not moving. So this is the rest position. Once you start to shake your hand, as you see, you are shaking up and down. This is the direction of how waves moving. So the waves will moving horizontally, but you are shaking your hands vertically, as you see, vertically and horizontally, so we will have 90-degree angle, so this is why they are perpendicular, so this is the transverse wave. Okay, suppose you moved the end of the coil spring down, up and back down to its original position. The up and down movement of your hand is one vibration. So each one movement is one vibration. So for example, each one trough and one crest, this is one vibration. One trough and one crest, one vibration. So here we have two vibrations, means we have two waves. So the up and down movement of your hand is one vibration. One vibration of your hand produces a transverse wave with one crest and one trough. Okay, so each one crest and one trough equal to one vibration equal to one wave. Now imagine that you move the end of the coil spring up and down several times. The motion of your hand transfer energy to the coil spring and produce several crests and troughs as long as your hand keeps moving up and down. So as you are moving your hand up and down, so you will create more waves. So to create more waves, you must give more energy by moving or shaking your hand more and more up and down. Okay, energy transfer to the coil spring and produces waves. So when your hand stops moves, no longer are produced. So if you stopped your hand, you will not produce any more waves because the energy will stop. So and I told you that to create wave you must what have an energy. So once you stop your hand, no longer waves will produce. So, however, the waves produced by the earlier movement of your hand will continue to travel. So, try to shake your hand with a rope. So, once you stop your hand, the waves create, you will not create a new waves, but the waves that are already created will continue until they ended. Okay, so the waves produced by the earlier movement of your hand continue to travel along the spring. This is true for any vibrating object. Waves can keep moving even after the object stops vibrating.